All right, hey everybody. Copper cycle lab reaction number one. Look at this, using the whiteboards. Isn't that nice? All right, so what we're gonna do here, we got some copper metal. So here is the copper metal. I'm gonna hold that up here. Look, it is not nice and shiny like you'd expect. It's more in the unpolished form. So this is our copper metal that we're starting with. Now we're gonna start with 0.1 grams. This is about 1 gram, so I weighed out more than normal just so you can see the reaction better. So we're gonna come down here to the fume hood. So let me shift the iPad. And there we go, there's a pretty good view. So I got some nitric acid here, very nasty stuff. This is 8 molar nitric acid. And we have some copper. So we got our 25 mil, or actually, I'm sorry, we got a 100 milliliter beaker. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna dump as much of the copper powder in as I can. Look at that. That's about all I can get out. And then I'm gonna get some nitric acid here. And I'm gonna measure out 2 milliliters. Now for this, because I use more copper, I'm gonna use a little bit more than 2 milliliters. And I'm gonna put that in. And because it's gonna produce some poisonous gas, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn on the hood. And it doesn't produce a lot of gas, but you can see some brown coloration here. That is brown, nasty gas. I'm gonna add a little bit more to it, just to make sure it all reacts. So you can take a penny, you can put a penny in nitric acid, if it's a pre-1982 penny, come back an hour later, and boom, it's gone. And there's still some left. There we go. Now remember, I use about 10 times more copper than what you're using in a lab. But I just wanted you to be able to see it better in the video. So there's lots of bubbling there. If I feel the side of this, well, that's warm. That's much warmer than normal, all right? So we definitely had a temperature change. Look at that, let me hold this up. This is what your beaker would look like if you used the right amount of copper. So what the lab tells you to do is add some water to this. So we're gonna add 25 milliliters of water, just so we got more of the material to work with. All right, let me find the camera, there we go. So that's gonna dilute it, just so we have more liquid to work with in the next step. But then if there's any leftover nitric acid in here, it's gonna weaken it. So there we go, there's the end of step number 1.